has been represented at over the past few years, and that we want to be continue to represent it at in 2009. It's important for us next year as well to ramp up our efforts lobbying the government, particularly the federal government. There's been a lot written and a lot said about the tax offset and our push generally for a better deal for the video game industry in Australia. I'm not going to talk too much about that now. I think everybody knows as well about our support for an R18+ classification for video games. It's an issue that is very important to the GDAA, something that we invest a good deal of time and energy into, and we'll be continuing with that push into 2009. I encourage everybody to keep an eye out for the Game On program in a couple of weeks' time. They actually managed to secure an interview with Michael Atkinson, the South Australian Attorney General, a very rare interview where he puts his side of that argument, and I was given the opportunity to respond to that. So keep an eye out for it. It's going to be a good episode. Our final priority or focus point for 2009 is skills, and we're determined to ensure that we're collaborating better with our educational institutions in Australia, and that we have a clearer strategy moving forward in relation to skills. It's obviously a key issue for the video game development industry here in Australia. It is my pleasure now to conclude my presentation and to introduce to you Jan Jarrett, MP, who is the Parliamentary Secretary for the Department of Tourism, Industry and Regional Development here in Australia. She's representing the Minister of that department, Desley Boyle, who is unable to attend. She's travelling overseas, but we're thrilled to have Jan here with us today to officially open the conference on behalf of the Queensland Government. Please join me in welcoming her.
Let me acknowledge Tom Crago, the President of the Game Developers Association of Australia, Mike Nab, who is the Chief Operating Officer of the organisation, and representing the Department of Tourism, Regional Development and Industry today, Mr. Paul Russell, who is the Director of the Enabling Technology Division. Ladies and gentlemen, industry members, how wonderful it was to walk into the foyer this morning. It's not often I come to a conference to hear such a buzz around the foyer. We were a bit concerned that we wouldn't be able to get you out of there and into here. So I do thank you for leaving the excitement of the setup out there to come in here for the formalities this morning. Because it is indeed my pleasure to represent my Minister, Desley Boyle, this morning to officially open your conference. As Tom said, Desley is on a trade mission overseas looking to bring more international flights into Queensland to support our tourism industry. So it's my honour to welcome you to Brisbane. If you were here last night, or you've been here for a few days, you will have had a taste of the excitement of Brisbane. We've had lots of fireworks and lots of rain falling from the sky. Unfortunately, I slept through it all last night. Woke up this morning to the radio to hear that many areas of the city were underwater and experiencing a great deal of trauma. I hope you weren't caught up in that. Nevertheless, I'm pleased that you were able to make it along today, and I do hope that the rest of your stay is a safe one, although we do expect a few more storms tonight, so that should be, you might want to stay up for that. The Queensland Government is proud to support this industry, the interactive games industry and its development. Back in 2003, the Queensland Government launched its interactive games industry package, and that's had a considerable impact upon the industry sector here in this state. Over that 5-year period, the industry sector has experienced significant growth, with job numbers in excess the job number growth in excess of 70%, and that's over 300 new jobs in that period, to a total of around 715 people working in the sector in this state as I speak. Lest you think I'm just terribly parochial, I'm here to acknowledge that we are not the only state in Australia that is excelling in this area. Indeed, I do acknowledge the exciting growth that's occurring, particularly in Victoria and in other states who are becoming excited about the opportunities that this industry offers. Can I just take the opportunity to welcome those people who are from interstate, and indeed a special welcome to those of you from other countries from overseas. You are very welcome to Queensland and to Brisbane. But can I say, I am the member for Whitsunday in the Queensland Government, and as such, can I also suggest that you might want to consider taking a little extra time in your itinerary to travel a little further north. We have some of the world's most wonderful destinations in North Queensland, Whitsunday, Cairns and the Great Barrier Reef. But let me get back to the business at hand. Now, look, this is a great industry. I don't need to tell you that, but there's some amazing statistics underpinning the sector. For example, did you know that the national industry generated a total income of $136.9 million in the year 2006-07? The majority of that income, and this is a good bit, was earned from overseas sales. So that's a great thing, that export dollar coming into the country. We love it. But I'm here to boast proudly as a Queenslander that we, in this state, are now leading the interactive games development industry in Australia. The Australian Bureau of Statistics report clearly identifies Queensland as a dominant hub for the game development in Australia, and that businesses headquartered in Queensland account for just over 40% of the total national income. Just under 50% of people employed in the industry are from Queensland, and we account for just over 22% of all businesses in this country. So we are setting the pace, and we intend to keep out there. We're going to have a catch us if you can attitude to this industry, because we believe in it and we support it. But I also have, I found out this morning, and I've got great pleasure in announcing that Queensland has attracted from Victoria one of the world's leading independent development studios, Tantalus, and indeed our president is now a proud Queenslander. He's sort of getting used to the idea, but I think he's going to make a wonderful Queenslander. With 14 years in the business and a portfolio of over 30 titles, Tantalus is renowned for their work on franchises such as SpongeBob, Top Gear, MX Bursts, ATV, Cars and Pony Friends. And I only say that because it's written here. A lot of those things I have to confess. You know, I'm not from Generation Y, but I do know that they're all fantastic and leading industry franchises. So we're very proud to welcome you, Tom, and we encourage all our interstate friends to consider moving to Queensland to establish a business here. We do recognise in Queensland the importance of the gaming industry to the state, and we're really committed to growing the sector, and we're putting a major focus on research and development to help achieve that goal. Ladies and gentlemen, you have an exciting program for this conference, and it's really good to see that there will be a focus on the issue of skills and convergence with screen industries. We in Queensland have been a leader in the area of ICT skills development, and we are currently pursuing a skills formation strategy in this area, in the areas of ICT and film and animation. And I'm encouraged to see the industry is also taking a lead role in addressing these crucial issues. And I'm also extremely aware of the importance of intellectual property to the ongoing success of our local knowledge-based industries. So it's exciting to see local companies actively exploring the opportunities of collaboration in this way, ensuring that creativity, design and innovation remain at the very core and the strength of the Australian interactive entertainment industries. Can I wish you well for the conference ahead? It does sound like an exciting program, some amazing guest speakers, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely captivating. So again, let me welcome you to Brisbane, a very warm welcome, and wish you a very successful conference that both stimulates and excites you as members of this amazing industry sector. I am very pleased to open the Game Connect Australian Pacific Conference 2008.